Today's video is about a simple but I think fun topic. I had noticed that the ADALM2000, also known as M2K oscilloscope, has an XY mode that works pretty well. I wondered if it could display line art like the spiral. As you can see, it can. It's also good at Lissajous patterns. I'll discuss that briefly at the end. The needed connections are shown here. We use the signal generator to generate the signals in the oscilloscope to display them. So connect W1 to 1 plus, W2 to 2 plus, and then 1 minus, 2 minus, and ground should all be connected together. What is XY mode? And so here we have the oscilloscope running in normal mode, and in normal mode, the oscilloscope basically graphs a signal value with respect to time. So the horizontal axis is time and the vertical axis is a signal level. So here we see we're displaying a signal on channel 1 that is a constant 1 volt signal. It's 1 volt per division, so 1 division up is 1 volt. And channel 2 is displaying a constant signal with 2 volt amplitude over time. And so what XY mode does is instead of the horizontal axis being time, the horizontal axis becomes channel 1 and the vertical axis is just the amplitude of channel 2. And so if we turn on XY mode from this menu here, then another window appears and we see a little dot, and that dot is at 1, so the X coordinate, and 2, the Y coordinate. The amplitude is 2. You kind of see it in the cursor here. And the reason there was some noise injected on the signals is to make this sort of dot big enough to see. If the signals didn't have any noise, it would just be one little pixel that would be kind of hard to see. So the signal generator was used here to generate 1 volts with a little noise and 2 volts with a little noise. And the XY mode displays that as a point because X is 1 and Y is 2. So if these signals were changing, you can think of the point as moving around, but the oscilloscope interconnects the points that it displays using lines. So if you were displaying somehow 2 points, you would see a line going from one to the other. And so kind of the idea of this video is to use that concept to display lots of points, to display line art that consists of a set of points. And so that's XY mode, and let's look at what we can see. So how can we generate lots of points to display? And the trick there is the M2K signal generator has this mode called buffer. And as you'll see when we look at the spiral, it displays values from files. So those files can contain multiple amplitudes, one after the other, well, it'll display, that becomes the signal value that gets generated and then displayed using XY mode. Here's the spiral, and it's displayed using XY mode, which is turned on and off from this menu here in the oscilloscope. So I can turn it off and I can turn it on again. And the channel settings matter. So channel 1 is set to a 20 millisecond time base, 1 volts peak to peak. And channel 2, I'll show you that too, is similar. The trigger matters less, but here's how it's set. It's triggering from channel 2 and actually triggering from this peak right here. And so that makes the spiral. So what's perhaps more important is how the spiral signal is generated in the first place, and that's using the M2K signal generator with both channel 1 and channel 2 in buffer mode. So I wrote a small program. So here's channel 1. I wrote a small program that created 2 files, x.csv and y.csv. And x.csv contains the y coordinates of the points in the spiral, starting with the center and looping around, going out, and then coming back, actually. And it also produces the y coordinates in a file called y.csv. So channel 1 is producing the samples from x.csv, 1600 samples total, 1 volt in amplitude, no noise. And then channel 2 is the same, except that the file that it's producing the values from is y.csv. So you could make any XY file you want to make any pattern you want. You could make a square or some arbitrary drawing. The tricky part is you can't lift the pen. So you can sort of make any plot or drawing that you can make without a need to lift the pen. You also have to be a little bit careful about the length of the file being um, a reasonable number of samples with respect to the time that you're going to be using on the time base you're going to be using on the oscilloscope. You really want things to evenly divide to make it neat. And that's basically it. Using this technique, you could make any sort of line drawing you like, and I think that the M2K does a pretty good job of this. That's a pretty that's a lot of turns in the spiral. Like I said, the files x.csv and y.csv contain the x and the y coordinates of some points. And so they start in the center, then that's another point, another point, another point, another point, and go out until finally it reaches the end. And then when it reaches the end, the points are repeated, but from the this ending point back to the starting point. So back this way, back this way, back this way, back this way, all the way around and back to the center. And if I didn't do that, there would be a line from the end point to the starting point. So when you make files to display this way, it's important that the first point and the last point be at the same place because there'll be a line between them. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of fun. Here are the first few lines from files x.csv on the left and y.csv on the right. You can see the spiral starts at 0, 0 and then proceeds clockwise. XY mode is also used to display Lissajous patterns, and these are a popular topic on YouTube. There are lots of videos on Lissajous figures, and so I won't spend much time on it. I just want to show you what a nice job M2K does generating and displaying them. Basically, a Lissajous pattern is what you get when you use XY mode to look at two signals that are both sine waves that have frequencies that have simple integer relationships to each other, like 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 or 4 to 1 or 3 to 2 and things like that. And if you make one of the frequencies just slightly off what it should be, that causes the phase relationship between the two signals to change in time, and that appears to animate the Lissajous pattern. So here we have 900 hertz and just off 900 hertz, and that makes this pattern that goes between being a line and a circle as the phase relation changes. I'll show you the channel settings quickly, just so you'll be able to have them. So that's channel 1, channel 2, and the trigger. And then the signal generator is being used to generate the waveforms. So channel 2 is 900 hertz and channel 1 is as well. But if I change this to 600, that'll change the Lissajous pattern to this. And then let's try 450. And that gives this pattern. And maybe one more, 300. And that gives this pattern. So this makes interesting patterns. I think they've been used in old science fiction movies to look high tech, and lots of people like looking at these things. And so the real point here is that the M2K does a good job with them. It has a pretty good XY mode. So is XY mode useful for anything but looking at pretty pictures? And the answer to that is yes. Actually, Lissajous patterns are sometimes used to adjust two sine waves that maybe have a trim pot or something that controls their frequency. You can very carefully adjust them to have exactly the same frequency and then see how they drift using XY mode and the Lissajous form. Another use of XY mode is to display IV plots of diodes and transistors and things like that. And the learning modules for the M2K have some good articles on that you could check out. There's a link to the learning modules below. Anyway, I thought this was a fun but simple topic. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. Thank you very much.